guarantee my wins. This is coming from within. I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, the opposition ain't. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Wait, 20! 58, come on! Let's put him on the buses. Wait,
here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They do go for it. It's Brady. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
Every time I
know where they're really going here, but those kind of runs are going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. 8 yards on the touchdown pass, and the Jets have taken a first quarter lead. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football. All right, when you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You say, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Fly 20. 58 right there. You better be afraid. Check it.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 2nd down now, it's Elliott. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Hey, Charlie.
Brady now on first down. Flush to his right. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. He was looking to go back to Cooks one more time, but it'll be 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Brady, he's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Brady. And this is caught at the 8. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing, he was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. From 8 yards out. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see, great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
So only even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
Kind of been bad.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
He's good.
What we got? Let's go.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to look deep from, and that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. These two teams all tied after 1. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Check, 59.
Mayfield now on second down. And Jones has it over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing
formation, that kind of Vegas?
Shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short
game.
Over
that kind of Vegas is sketchy as a motherfucker.
In the end zone, touchdown Jets. DeAndre Hopkins. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns.
That nigga Jack came out there, didn't win not one game.
Dawson tacks on the point.
Man, he's a big old waste of time.
14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Why you told him? You shouldn't have told him.
And a nice return.
No, not this rip. You said no, not this rip. All it's a business trip. Not this rip, fam. You should have said not this rip, fam. It's a business trip.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They start on the ground with Elliott.
Bro, I said Jack. Me and Jack planned out I was about to be in a hotel with Jack. Me and Jack planned out I was about to be in a hotel with Jack. The week before that nigga was like, yeah, I gotta just run it over with my own.
That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with
GMs
who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
3 minutes ago. We won not one game, I'll tell you that.
2nd and 11 now. Brady flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, you smoke too much to be able to make that
As a defensive back,
change.
you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Now Brady. And that will be incomplete.
You can't play no Xbox, man.
Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. They on attack when they tackle like damages. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a piece of my animal. Keep the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up a manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Hit dies, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, this is me and my warrior. Guarantee you be emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, is glorious. I be knowing when they out there strong. Stop me, tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, dance. No man, I deal with hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
We got fucking Cowboys.
This fielded at the 2.
You know what, bro?
Let's go. Let's do it.
Yes, sir. I ain't fucking with none of these fucking teams
From the
out
34
here.
now, here's
Yeah,
1st and 10.
good.
Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout.
But,
they'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Wait, that. Wait, 20. Check, 45. Come on. Check.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And not the start he was hoping for there as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Madden has to be fixed, bro.
6 yards.
Madden has to be fixed.
Have taken the early
He
lead.
ran back 10 yards. He has nothing. He's obviously like a kid.
Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call
Throws the
before
ball
the
in
game,
the
they got
air.
it right
I'm
now.
waiting in
2
the circle with
plays
Byron
already
Jones.
in the end zone.
Ball bounces off my hand. Goes like behind us. Goes straight to his tight end. He catches it on the run and scores.
The second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
Byron Jones is a fucking foul.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. That's caught at the 25. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Julio Jones. 73 yards. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Dawson able to connect on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
I'm in the game right now. Play tomorrow or something. They'll probably have a 6.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from
a battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
180! Right here.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
I knew
In
he
a
was
double
going to pick
coverage,
it.
and
I
it's
never get
intercepted.
pick. Everybody
It's the
getting
former
picked on me,
Seahawk,
though.
Earl Thomas.
Shit, irritating.
Oh, and
They
that's a
ain't
nice
got
job
Coach
defensively
Madden
to get a
already.
piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to
I don't
react
know
to it and pull in the interception.
Hey, Alabama. Check 52.
A first carry for the Hall of Famer Marcus Allen.
We got Marcus
And running
Allen.
room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
You get him for trophies
DeMarcus
too?
Lawrence in on the tackle.
We got Marcus Allen.
On second down, here's Brady. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And they'll be down just outside of the end zone at the 1-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Now Mayfield.
3-4 odd.
Grab for the football, and he's going to come down with it.
No, I can't put him anything at 3-4 odd. Take too long, bro.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. And again, it's Mayfield. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now another
playing on his
timeout called
cornerback,
for
bro.
by
I'm about
the
to kill
offense.
myself.
And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. To throw, Mayfield. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Dawson tacks on the point after, and that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, he'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and
And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Adrian Amos with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Back now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Saquon Barkley running right. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher.
Julio Jones all alone. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Julio Jones. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown. Dawson able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Going deep for Walker. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, switch gears. Go, go.
To throw again. Brady. And DeMarcus Lawrence.
Boy, you saw that?
Credit him with a sack.
What I just said,
nigga,
he caught that. What the fuck? Bro, this is right. Bruh, I don't know. That nigga got some stick. That nigga got that shit on. That nigga had his little giants on his hand.
Marshawn Lattimore getting the sack.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to do with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems simple.
And he's going to be brought down.
Bro, you saw he caught on that tip? You saw the catch he got on a tip for a touchdown?
Yeah.
This game is pretty bad.
It's lonely on top of the throne. I am a king of the pawn. Hop on a jet across the globe. I guess the world is my home and there's so many miracles burning my dome like turbulent air. I'm switching these flows. If you look at my neck, boy, I'm letting it snow. I'm sturdy as hell, as Sylvester Stallone. They showing me love in my city. Gangs and hippies. Women like Nick, you know what I'm about. I'm not the stereotypes. They do not fit me. I'm bigger than life. Gave everyone jobs. I'm not a guard. Go hard with a squad. I play my part, but I'm LeBron. Wings of the team, I feel Jackson and hard. The homie calling from a cell. A couple of homies be making it. I just want all of them dudes to do well. Not worry about taking a couple of L's. Don't sin for me, just win for me. Don't kill for me, just live for me. Keep it real for me. We eat together, leave the bill for me like. Hand on my heart, I give it all I got. Walk the walk and talk the talk.
If you want to be a goon, be a goon. You know it comes. Death and jail come with that. So don't tell. There's some niggas out here that's gonna hit you the fuck up, and it's a judge down CJC that's gonna give you 100 years. You want to be
Brandon Garden, Charles Davis, happy to be with you. And Charles, we've got two teams who know each other extremely well. These division games, they tend to be battles.
People scout like crazy in this league, but no one scouts more than within the division. Because if you win your division, you're automatically in the playoffs. That puts extra emphasis on these games, and they can't wait to get at each other.
Zerline out now to kick this one away.
What happened?
This will be taken short. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17.
About a bit.
The first carry for the former Navy Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. Credit the tackle to Darius Slay.
You know, I like how he said, you don't know me.
Carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Nigga made it real. I know you don't know me.
Here's Mayfield.
God,
he goes down. It's a Patriots sack.
Listen, everybody.
Oh my goodness, was that a defensive back there to under pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
It's caught. Jones.
So I had to say goodbye. You see that video of T.I. at the gas station? He was like, God damn. He was like, man, I want you to try to get a video. He said, hey, you took 3 of them. I said, I know, I'm trying to meet you. He said, you did? Now it's time to say goodbye. Nigga to that be crying, dog.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Say goodbye.
This is fielded at the goal line.
I can't stand it. What the fuck? This nigga just took that shit to the crib, bro.
There he goes, left side. The 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England.
Everybody else fucking walking. This nigga Curtis Hill
100 yards.
Running.
And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up.
Jack was saying some crazy shit about when we walked away. I ain't gonna repeat that shit.
7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Nah, he didn't say nothing. He was thanking it though.
It's fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
That Scooby snacks.
New York set to
take the field. My daddy that
day. They're going to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. DeAndre Hopkins, 79 yards. And the Jets have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted.
It ain't been the same since you won that Super Bowl, bro.
Can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Yeah, Jack really quit my money game now. He's about a bitch. Yeah, this ain't it. The fuck? Man. If that nigga ain't called you,
by the Jets.
That nigga got action.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Luck on first down. They're going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 45. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Love. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And down inside the 15 he goes. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it. I didn't
offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
58, boy, 58, Mike.
To the air again, Locke. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Back to throw, Love. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Maybe gonna make that nigga say no minds like your boy, man.
It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from it. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
First down, Mayfield. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing, Mayfield. The backs are going to get there. Down he goes. Well-timed effort by Darius Slay. A sack on the corner blitz.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with
weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, 88 yards. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead.
On
that long touchdown, look, the pass was fine, but it was short. What Saquon did after the catch, that's impressive.
And that's just demoralizing if you're on the defensive side of the ball, too, because if he catches a short one, that's your opportunity to tackle him, put him on the ground, and get up for the next down. Instead, he makes a move, he makes people miss, he runs through tackles, he spins, he jukes, and he continues to run, because once he gets into the open field and turns it loose, he can fly.
Jay, you ain't got no goods blitz out on YouTube yet?
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about
Look at this, bro. Look at this, dude. This is what I be talking about. Like, I can't attack the ball.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, the guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
Bro,
the first play of the drive there is incomplete. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you've got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
I'm clicking the button to pick the ball, bro. Niggas don't do nothing. That happens way more than a little bit, though, dude. Like, that just happened playing Jack.
It tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to
bro, no, I don't.
Looked like I-4 rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And now the
I'm about to start swatting shit. I swat feel like
Amos, the safety, able to make the play.
Situation like
certainly
that.
Looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They snap it to Locke. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Jets are going to get the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, third down situation, big third down alert, lock it.
This is caught inside the 15. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
I'm about to put that, man, 2016 green scheme on it.
Now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. Dawson able to connect on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down,
caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 33 yards that time. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
He's going to look deep end zone for Hopkins. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
You gonna see me and hey, Delta.
Throwing again is Locke. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now Saquon Barkley. Space to maneuver at the 40. And down to the 19-yard line. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. Give him 52 yards on the ground. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. On third down, Barkley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on fourth.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Hey, alert 33. Alert, 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 alert. Kill, kill. Hey, orbit. Real.
Mayfield to throw for it on fourth. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. Some collective exhales over there on...
Take a shit.
I do this for the family. I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My truly code is chill. Stories treacherous. I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no bill. See the pain deep in my eyes. They know it's real. Yeah, been this way right before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, how about it? You want it, you have it, you got it. Go snatch it, skirt the lot. Go ahead, jump it, how about it? Rep for your bro, for your post, your pop, your projects. Pain driven, itching, drumming. Look how far we coming. Heartbeat for the streets, you can do it. Ain't built for the weekend, sweet. This sugar, one man army, but get deep. Watch what you doing. I ain't damaged goods, damn it out the clay. You wish you could. I do this for the family. I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My truly code is chill. Stories treacherous. I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no bill. See the pain deep in my eyes. They know it's real. Yeah, been this way right before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, so suspenseful, I'm up in the field. Saw it in my eyes, it was the Tiger Hill. Gon' jump off the line and see the flight of field. Rewrite your history off this line right here. Your best bet be ahead, it's to get rich or dead trying. This ain't never new, I just be 10 steps instead. Snooze I won't, I can't lose, ready, rest or a bed. Do what you can to do, make your next move your best. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My truly code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no bill. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way right before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I keep it so for real. Who feeling that glowing
big numbers. 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be presto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more Modesto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, I make pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number saved, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like I'm keeping score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Ay, 100s and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she wanted like me cause I blame she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like I'm keeping score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts. Whole team counting, that's a big number.
Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Before kickoff, Charles, quickly, your keys to the game.
Well, partner, I could give you the standard ones, turnovers, special teams play, but here's one that doesn't.
Up this magic.
Bobby got a quick win? I wasn't even looking, got a win. I'm in my fucking phone. That big shine sound hard right there.
catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. It's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me?
That nigga Diddy said motherfucker 6 times in 5 seconds.
Up in the booth with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and kickoff straight ahead. CD, what's one thing that you're going to have your eye on?
I think about what the great coaches of the past always said. The key to any ball game. Can you rush theirs and protect yours? Well, in this case, both of these teams get after the quarterbacks. I'm watching the pass rush.
Northern California visits Southern California. The Niners and Chargers. Off we go from L.A. This is fielded at the goal line. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Well, the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Go to his stream. I did. I clicked on it. It is.
And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A first down carry for Barkley. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
No gain, and it's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. 15 yards on the play, first down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Alert, 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 alert.
Mayfield on first down. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas.
Oh, my God, bro.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Oh, really? That made a corner just all the way inside on that?
Now a first carry for Lamar Miller.
What? Lamar Miller,
he's at the 40. 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers.
Why me, bruh?
71 yards. And the Niners have taken the early lead.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field.
I wonder what my jersey doing.
That just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go. Still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
Would you see that 2-1? That was crazy.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once
That's
they threw the
how you
interception
feel,
and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Mayfield to throw it. And the Niners get there and bring him down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
And what you're hoping.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
But this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an lineman, right?
Without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over. Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
They'll rifle this. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down the score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
A first down carry now for Miller. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Mike 58 right there. Let's go. Easy, alert, alert. 12.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Luck. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That is caught.
I should put you on a fucking purple.
Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers.
My bad, man.
A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers add on to their lead. The extra point up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
65 plus a triple up.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script, I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run with Barkley. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
On 2nd and 9. Mayfield over the middle, complete. It's Jones. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And they'll set up shop.
I can't play this Madden, bro. I really can't. Even if I put it on conservative, I'm still fumbling. GG. I know, that was my fault. I was thinking that, but I ain't used to just falling. What the fuck? Like, I'm not. I had a TD. I had 2 TDs. I'm not mad at that. I had 2 TDs. Yeah, I think that was my first time ever playing that movie. I'm pretty mad at that, bro.
Brandon Gordon, Charles Davis,
I gotta
happy
stop.
to be with
When
you.
I drive,
Charles, we've got 2 teams who know each other extremely well. These division games, they tend to be battles.
I be out of it on defense, and then at the rest of the game, I gotta stop doing that,
scouts
bro.
more than within the division. Because if you win your division, you're automatically in the playoffs.
Especially with somebody good.
Games,
Hey, that shit be mattering, bro.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a carry, it's C.J. Anderson. 5 yards on the carry, good pickup on 1st down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 36, Mariota. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football before he knew it. He was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
It's like when niggas playing cover 3 and you got the seam. I threw it to the seam, and the outside corner came all the way inside and touched it.
But Brandon, sometimes I think when we watch games, we're actually watching a living museum because we're seeing the evolution of positions almost with each passing game. How about defensive ends nowadays and the way that they can run almost all the way across the field?
It is unbelievable, isn't it? I mean, they're so strong, but they're so lean, they can move so quick with those bodies.
It's almost unfair. You're supposed to be able to know where a defensive end is supposed to be on every play. These guys flash so quickly, you're not sure where they're going to end up.
On 4th down, they snap it to Mariota. And this is caught. Demaryius Thomas.
Whoa.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They give it to Anderson. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Check 31, check 31. Jim. 1.
Off the play fake, Mariota. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. They begin with a run by Barkley.
After this Super Bowl,
the 40. He's at the 30.
After this Super Bowl, I think I got 2 more overs.
Saquon Barkley, 78 yards. And the Chargers have taken a first quarter.
This shit really moved like an old Madden, bro. I'll give him that. I'll give him so much credit for that.
You dream of right there.
They got to fix tackling, going for the ball.
How about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
It's kind of small, but it's definitely shit they can fix.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're passed in behind you,
I don't know, just take out
that's a tough one to swallow.
That shit is terrible. Nah, but I fumbled today on conservative, so obviously that don't matter. And I was falling to the ground on the catch.
They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
I got the utmost confidence in that.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota.
Pressure from his
right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center.
Yeah, they need to let you do your adjustments.
Down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Mariota. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Brandon, their last miss on 3rd down, they actually were able to alleviate it because they picked it up with a 4th down conversion. I don't know that they'd be wise to try and do that again here. To me,
why would they change it?
Punt the ball away.
This offense converted once already in this first quarter. They're going to try it again here on 4th down. Now Mariota. He's going to launch this thing way downfield.
I'm done, bro.
And he'll be taken down deep into Charger territory.
I might quit, bro. This is a tip catch on 4th and 18, bro.
First down, Chiefs.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just started in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Hey, come in here and discuss this play with me, get on zombie.
After 1-7-0 on EA Sports. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. As they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
Talking about the old jet.
2nd down, Mariota. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dallas Clark, and it's 3rd down.
I'm going to be honest. Y'all feel like this? Y'all don't be feeling like
everything forced another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
On to try the field goal now, Phil Dawson.
Nigga really got a 4th and 18 tip pass, bro.
And Dawson's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say, if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Kelsey, the intended receiver there, but it's going to be second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. To throw, Mayfield.
Stop.
And Jones has it over the middle. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 43. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead, it works opposite.
Hey, alert 33. Hurry.
Now on 2nd and 13, Mayfield. The left side completion to Jones. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley.
Look at that,
and they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens.
And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Dawson tacks on the point after, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole.
All the time.
See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
I didn't even know that nigga talk, bro.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
Huh?
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
That nigga Nick funny, bro.
3rd and long here for
I said that nigga Nick funny, bro.
And that will be incomplete.
Gee, look.
Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I can't stand Madden. I'm trying to record it, bro. He threw it. Contested, I tipped it. The ball went back like 10 yards. I'm standing in the circle. Nah, I'm standing in the circle. Nobody else around me. It just made me stand there, bro. I'm good on that.
This offense has converted twice already here in this
something up
first
with this
half on
shit,
4th down conversions. And here we go again.
Shit ain't right.
They're indeed going. It's Mariota. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to go deep down. It's caught inside the 25. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
I'm a fucking statue. Nigga said I'm a fucking statue.
Working out of the gun. Mariota flush to his right. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Mariota again. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Will Fuller was the intended target, but now it'll be 3rd down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Final play of the half here, Mariota. And that is incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. This is taken at his 4.
He did.
And no. On the return there gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
That's sad, dog.
The second half begins with a run from Barkley. Unable to
corral him. 21, great year.
Bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
Hold on, nigga, C's took my money.
Good run there.
Got
He's
it.
been
I'm
such
a
a big
shit
part of
tomorrow.
their success here this afternoon. And that last carry puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a 1st down. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs.
It's lonely on top of the throne. I am a king of the pawn. Hop on a jet across the globe. I guess the world is my home and there's so many miracles burning my dome like turbulent air. I'm switching these flows. If you look at my neck, boy, I'm letting it snow. I'm sturdy as hell as the vessels alone. They showing me love in my city. Gangs ain't hippies. Women like Nick, you know what I'm about. I'm not this stereotypes. They do not fit me. I'm bigger than life. Give everyone dogs. I'm not a guard. Go hawk with a squad. I'm playing my part like them LeBron. Rings to the team. I feel Jackson at heart. The homie calling from a cell. A couple of homies be making it. I just want all of them dudes to go down. Don't worry about taking a couple of L's. Don't sin for me, just win for me. Don't kill for me, just live for me. Keep it real for me. We eat together, leave the bill for me like. Hand on my heart, I give it all I got. Walk the walk and talk the talk. Tell you how that's a God. Hand on my heart,
That nigga Jimmy is a clown. This nigga is really a clown. Oh, bruh, you really stupid.
Determination, laser focus, banging on they though they taking notice.
Huh? G-Man? Oh, what you say?
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big
foreign leather.
Yeah, I don't fuck
with Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
I hate Cowboy fans, but I hate the
storylines in this
Patriots
one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
Would I like to include in both channels? Yes.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I haven't even thrown post.
From the gun, Mayfield. Throw to the right here to Gordon. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Play fake, Mayfield. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Open man is Gordon, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early in the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too.
That's what I told you.
He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 44 yards. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Here's Phil Dawson now for the point after. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A handoff to Barkley. And some room to roam now. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Well, when you're able to break a run against a cover 2 or a 2-deep zone, safeties are back a little ways. What you're counting on is the guys taking care of business up front and then maybe climbing to the second level. That offensive lineman or tight end getting up to the second level and able to block the safety in order to create a big run.
And making those linemen work with a couple blocks. They look good doing it there. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Mayfield now. And this one's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Now Mayfield on 4th down. Steps away to his left. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I will see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Oh, Cohen lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards, first down. Here's Mayfield. Gets it to Gordon. Fights through, and now a crease. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has 0 answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going.
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. But they're not going to stop. You keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Mayfield to throw it. And it's complete to Kelsey. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, Great hand-eye coordination. Guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Taking it in from the 20. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Dawson able to connect on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
No, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. This is Barkley. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
He's brought down by Ryan Shazier. The game underway. Second and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Just sit down, let her cry.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Mayfield now on second down. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Game. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Saquon Barkley. He scored on the ground and through the...
I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. 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 I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, I step like I'm Dino. Bitch, I'm part Italian. Blame that on Gino. Smells like the medallion. Let's get on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell. Keep your distance from myself. Fettuccine with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish he's well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate petty bills. They can't get it by themselves.
That's why you treat my friend good, but not too good. I give them too much, then they don't need me. I give them just
yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And a fine as hell from my head up to my
Damn, there's a Max Street in Oakland.
I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. I'ma get it either way. I don't even gotta say what I want when I want. They just put it on my plate. I could get it right away. Take you through my
damn, nigga just started shooting at a festival out here. GG. Man, ain't nobody died. Just had multiple people injured. Shit ridiculous. That shit really ridiculous, my guy.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Out of my soda.
Run.
That's him.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down. So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. From the pistol, here's Elliott. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he's got it. It's caught. Packers touchdown. Odell Beckham, 41 yards. And the Packers have taken the early lead. So a one-handed catch from OBJ in the end zone. Not really surprised anymore, I guess. This is becoming routine.
Yeah, isn't that something? And we have to be careful ourselves, right, about treating it as only routine, because it's still spectacular to go up one hand, possess the football, whether there's contact or not, to come down and create that play. That's absolutely phenomenal. And one way it happens, these guys work at it. They practice these types of catches all the time.
That don't guarantee you nothing, even if you spend a lot of money.
Like his pregame routine, we were down there today. It's unbelievable.
It absolutely is. And now the stigma of looking like you're showing off is really gone. Now it's actually part of the game.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Mayfield wants to throw. They'll get this out to Barkley complete.
Aaron Donald's 200
It's a 9-yard pickup on the play. It'll be second and about a yard to go for the first.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. 4 yards the pickup, first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Mayfield, caught, Kelsey, left side. Back-to-back nice gains, that one for 14 yards and another first.
Brandon, lest my eyes deceive me, I think they found the matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, it's the second time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
Hey, Charlie! I got
A second down throw for Mayfield. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 16 yards, a first down. Defensively, they better figure something out. Opening drive, he already has 4 catches.
And if you have to figure out how to stop him defensively, that usually means you weaken your defense. That means that now the offense is doing the dictating.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Now, please, now.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 30. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
On second down, Elliott. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive,
you still got hours left?
I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. A give to Barkley out of the gun. Breaks the tackle, now Allen. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone.
Bro, my tight ends. Yo.
Lines up incomplete. He was looking for his tight end.
They don't catch anything, bro.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
No.
On second down, Mayfield again. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's going to take it in.
Did I not tell you niggas the screens go crazy?
Saquon Barkley. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Jets have taken the lead.
Huh?
Dawson tacks on the point after. And that makes the score 14-7.
Nigga G so excited he had Saquon Barkley on his team.
This one away.
Bitch ass.
That's fielded in the end
He's
zone.
excited that Barkley on your team, bro. I know this.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
No, sir. You can't give that to him over Zeke. Not right now. You can't give him that over Zeke. I saw it. It was nice.
Ready to take possession here.
It was nice.
7-0 lead in there is
Bro,
short-lived as they
it was nice. You can't just give him, man.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind.
That's right, but you could just give him.
Goes Baker Mayfield. Roquan Smith just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
It's crazy. Really nice.
Second down, but this one is incomplete.
Everybody overrated when you're a guy in the mix.
To me, one thing's for sure.
I noticed that.
When you're the underdogs and you're playing
like if
you're
a player in the mix, then niggas overrated.
You've got to get the ball.
Really nice. Really nice shit. Crazy. How can Julio be overrated? He might be underrated. Niggas don't even be saying he's the best receiver in the league.
Yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
Sometimes. Usually they say AB.
As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. On the return is Cohen. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a give to Barkley.
Big Ben really used to force it to that nigga. Big Ben is a force man.
Over 2 yards as the first half
I know niggas know that. Big Ben forcing that dude.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it. So those defenders.
God damn.
And that one blown up quickly. As he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
I reckon nobody do that. Nobody do
we hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7.
About took 2 days.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Oh, no, it's only if you rush less than 3 niggas. Less than 3 niggas, they'll fall.
Time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield
for like 5 years.
So long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately.
I haven't seen it either. Maybe.
And he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
Really didn't run no time off on my
Give him 14 on that one and a first down. To throw, Mayfield. It's Kelsey on the ground.
I'm coming out
is near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Now Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with the catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense because when he's doing that kind of work,
like the right people
on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. throwing.
No huddle, make no time.
And he's here. Touchdown, Jets. Travis Kelce, as the first half is winding down, and the Jets find a way to stretch their lead.
Has made the playoffs?
And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
I remember that.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score.
Nah, he made it one time versus that nigga Genie. He sent the game.
Into the second half.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
It was funny, bro. I miss the old league, man. I miss niggas wonder who was going to win the Super Bowl. G won the prime. Oh, man. Nigga, that shit was 48% prime, 48% G, 4% ghost. Who was going to Super Bowl?
13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on first down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Going up top. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he brings this one back.
I'll tell you one thing, that white boy wasn't lying.
A Jet touchdown.
That white boy wasn't lying. When you get a pick, you most likely going to the house.
A team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. They'll try and get this.
Bro, what that one receiver who was on the Jag? Robinson, where he went at? I forgot. He went like last year. He got traded. I mean, he signed somebody else. Who he signed with?
Success, 19 yards.
Allen Robinson.
This is an example of breaking down a defense, because in a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Yeah, Bears. Again? I know he got hurt the year before with the Jack. Yeah, that was nasty.
On the run, it's Barkley. Looking for a
comeback. No, boy. Allen heard that shit,
he's met at the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
Y'all need to remember when that nigga from Louisville got hurt? Yeah, that's right. Jalen Ramsey? Oh, man. Yeah, nobody. Yeah, that nigga ain't gonna do a job next year.
And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Mayfield on play action. Jordan Reed has it. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
There's so many things to watch for.
Tom Coughlin lied and said, I didn't know all those penalties were on Odell.
That
nigga lied. Remember when Odell and Josh Norman had that game?
Able to dump it over the top to him.
He said,
line of scrimmage,
why did you take Odell out or something? Like, he was getting all those penalties. He said, I didn't know all those penalties was on Odell. Nigga lying like shit. Nigga, they said a fucking number every time penalty happened.
Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
They about to take that nigga out. I would have rather have said that. I would have rather have said that. He can't play about it. He really fucked Norman up, but he dropped a touchdown. He probably had 2 touchdowns, 160 or something. Dropped a lot of the touchdowns.
Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have.
That was on him on the Panthers too. That shit was lit.
And that
the
false
Panthers
start
almost
penalty
undefeated.
certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long.
Really almost undefeated.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
I don't feel like
It'll be a
seeing no
loss of
dumb
a
shit.
yard, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember when Odell pushed the little thing, got hit back in the head. That shit's hilarious.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
Hey, Mike,
Just a
Type
1-yard
Jeans wanted
pickup
to know
there,
how
and it'll
can
be
they
4th
avoid this
down.
What the fuck? Hi, Mike, Type Jeans wanted to know how can they avoid this L.
And how about this?
And
4th
what can
and
he do
long,
to
and
get
they're
him
going to go
to
for
quit?
it.
Nothing? Yeah, nigga.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. And caught left side, Olsen. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being a...
Nigga quit, thank you. Amen.
Hold up. How many of y'all came to win? Oh, they asking my name, huh? You ready? S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I been on my everybody drop when I drop. Get shorty, she support pride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side. Ready try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze. Freeze. Stop you in your tracks. There's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
It's lonely on top of the throne. I am a king of the pawn. Hop on a jet across the globe. I guess the world is my home and there's so many miracles. Bird in my dome and like turbulent air. I'm switching these flows. If you look at my neck, boy, I'm letting it slow. I'm sturdy as hell, as a vessel alone. They showing me love in my city. Ain't saying hippies. Women like Nick, you know what I'm about. I'm not the stereotypes. They do not fit me. I figured it late. Give everyone dogs. I'm not a guard.
Slowly.
The homie calling from a cell. A couple of homies be making it. I just want all of the music around. I'm worried about taking a couple of L's.
Doing that.
For me, just win for me. Don't kill for me, just live for me. Keep it real for me. We eat together, leave the bill for me like. Hand on my heart, I give it all I got. Walk the walk and talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Hand on my heart, no, I give it all I got. Walk the walk, talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Never stopping, that's a must. Always winning, never lost. GPS, I never lost. GPS, I never lost. Who do it better than me? Yeah. Vision on 2020. Yeah. VVS, company.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Drew. Oh, Drew left.
This one fielded at the 5. And an alley to run. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
Well, that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Wait, 20! Let's go, team. Big series right here. We got 7-2.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. On second and 11 now. Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. They don't want to waste this outstanding field position on this opening drive as they come up on third down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And that is incomplete. On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Back deep, Tariq Cohen. Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. That one 28 yards on the ground. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
50 Cent. I got one.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
They're not ready for this. They still... King! Y'all playing the wrong football.
Mayfield now. Escaping the pressure right. Caught on the right side by Jones. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
It's caught. Jones. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers have taken a first quarter lead. Dawson able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, goal 66. No. Go. Protein spill. Pick it up. Check 52. Ready, hit.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. On the crossing route, complete. That's Jones. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 34.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Now Gurley, handoff left. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. To throw, it's Brady. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it, they may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Saquon Barkley, and he stopped immediately there. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defense
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Mike, 58, right there. Cut.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Looking in zone for Jones.
What?
And it's caught. Touchdown.
Oh, my God, bro.
40 yards. And his guys have taken the lead. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports.
Okay, bro.
On third down, Mayfield. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. First catch of the game for Hopkins. It's a first down.
And there's absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. Third down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second and a couple, Mayfield is complete to Jones. Jones hit in the bullseye, and the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow him down.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. To throw again on second down. Brady. His throw caught at about the 5. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
I was really about to go down. I ain't too. What's the point? What's the point?
Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield.
I'm down when I ain't trying to stay up.
On the play, and that'll make it second and goal. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7 our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
A big play there for L.A. 42 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it. And that is caught. Herman Moore. A little over 20 yards there, and in 2 plays, they've now moved the ball over 60 yards. And I guess, Charles, sometimes when you have a receiver well over 6 foot, you do that. Just put it up there, let him grab it, and he did.
And it certainly appears like a 50-50 ball, right? We always talk about that when both sides have a chance to get it, the receiver or the guy covering him. But I think the odds actually are in favor of the offense. They can see the ball coming oftentimes before the defender can get his head around.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Saquon Barkley. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Chargers are an extra point away from moving out in front. Dawson tacks on the point after. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. This will be taken in at the 1. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Brady.
Man, G-Man, bro. Bro, this game is terrible. This game is bad,
down to the 20.
I ain't even gonna get mad
play there just before halftime. 45 yards. But one thing's for sure, they're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Rush in. Check it back. Hey, 66.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And his guys are going to retake the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there. Looking forward, coaching them up.
What is going on?
Return here, he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
What is going on?
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down.
Jack,
and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that could alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work...
Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Final play of the half, Mayfield. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins.
Fumble that.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL.
Like, think about this whole game, bro.
EA Sports.
It's
in the game.
Oh,
Both teams
sick,
appear
bro.
ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Oh, shit.
This is taken at the 3.
Oh, shit.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Oh, shit. Jack, I wish you knew I was sick, bro. I ain't got a guy. This nigga. This nigga got a guy squad, bro.
On first and 10, Mayfield.
What the fuck can I do? What can I do, bro?
And that's going to be incomplete.
Seriously,
Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
I already got a guy squad.
We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long.
X-Factor niggas, bro. Not just the players.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. A gain of 13. It's a first down. A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's all the end result.
That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Mayfield now from the 50. And that is incomplete.
Wow.
He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Julio Jones once again the intended target. Third down here. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. The left side completion to Jones. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on fourth. Mayfield to throw for it on fourth. And that is going to be incomplete. The fourth down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And as a result, possession switches hands. So good starting field position for him here as they come up first and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, second down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
On second and 12, Brady. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Hey, Orbit. Cover.
Now a play fake. Brady. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
They'll run with Barkley. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield. The tight end Kelsey was the intended target. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. All told, it's an even 30 and a first
really
down.
beat me to his team,
Sometimes it's
bro.
hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I really be
Gonna
fun.
say,
I gotta
maybe
be
that
done
gives
with
him a little
videos,
juice, because you're
bro.
right, he struggled, especially
What's
that
the
first
point?
half.
Like, what's
I
the
know the
point,
great ones
nigga?
always think to
What's the
themselves,
point?
just hang in there. I'm just one big
Shit is
carry
terrible.
away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley.
This shit
Todd
is horrible,
Gurley,
man.
wave goodbye. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown. And this is going to be caught. It's good.
Terrible. This nigga, that nigga Chris Harris
lead by 2 more.
pressed me
Tucker
and
down to
faded
kick it
back
away
in that route.
following the touchdown.
Shit crazy, bro.
This fielded at the
Nigga
2.
Todd Gurley can't be tackled.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Oh, yeah, I just wasted 5 hours off work for this bullshit. Just to lose to every nigga. What? What?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He finds Hopkins complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it, because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
This nigga is
Now
not
a
even
deep ball here on
big,
2nd
bro.
down, but it'll wind up incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the 1st down in the process. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Julio Jones. 45 yards. And the Chargers have made this a 1-score game. Dawson able to connect on the extra point. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
Yeah, I swear to God, I'm out of boots. What are you doing?
Brady now on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the 1st half. Incomplete. Now incomplete here with the 1st target in the 2nd half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
As it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th.
6-man. Check girls, check girls, check girls. 58.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He is going to find
Terrible
Hill here.
defense.
And they're going to have this across
Terrible
midfield and
defense.
inside the 45. That one goes for 30 yards. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on
Jay,
third
please start
down. The
talking to me,
connection's
bro.
going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free,
barely
didn't
jumping
break up
over
the
me
pass.
every play.
The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Odell Beckham, 41 yards. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
I really don't, bro. I used to come on the game knowing the coldest niggas had to beat me, bro. Now any nigga walking is popping niggas like, bro.
Just past the 30-yard line.
This shit is sad, bro.
Line of scrimmage, the
Think about this
31
whole
now on
game.
1st and 10.
Minus him having every nigga on their pitch. Minus that. We can't even talk about that.
On the crossing route, that's more. And out across midfield down to the 45. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. Now Mayfield. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Mayfield down. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 more there and another first down. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the and this is intercepted. And that should do it. Darius.
Same shit happened to me earlier. Even worse, bro. I was standing in a circle for even longer. Didn't get it. Just made me stand there. I'm sick, bro. This shit is horrible, my nigga. Bro, this game is shit. You niggas really came out with another piece of shit. This game is terrible, bro. Alright, I'm good now. Man, what to do? What to do? That's why I need to be, man, niggas not even playing salary cap. I'm about to see if I can get a game in that shit, bro. No, nigga, I can't find a game. It's like not even wasting your time trying to play salary cap. No. Bro, this game is so trash, bro.
How fit to be the boss? Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like 4th down, Hail Mary, no punch, like if
my touchdown, I got a stunt. Randy Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jay Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How fit it. Game on, took a loss, but I stay